So we are moving forward with the topic. We knew how to create and write something into the cells. But right now, we will learn something more about the formatting that we've got over here. And maybe we'll add something up. What we need? We need to delete it. So select all of them, delete. And here we just move the cursor or select A1. So we are inside that cell. And create the name, then price, and then kit UI as quantity. We'll create some kind of list. We can rename it. Just double click over here, list, and you can click over there. And we'll add some eggs, oranges, bread, ham, and also the milk. We'll add the prices like 2.8, 11, 24.5, 2.8, sorry, 13.2, and like 11.9. I know that the prices are not accurate right now. They're just numbers, and I can press whatever I want right now to just create some of the files over there. Maybe there's like a first question. How we can expand the columns or the rows? As you can see, whenever I'm between the columns or the rows, I've got like that separator, and I can make a bigger width or smaller. And the second thing that maybe you just imagine and realize that why the numbers are on the right and the names, the strings, the text are on the left. That's the good question if you ask that. Because all of the numbers are always started from the right side, and the rest of the things that we've got start from the left side. Of course, we've got something like over here where we can just align and set what is it? What's the data? Because we've got the number, RNC, accounting, general, short date, long date, time, and that's the things that how we can format our cell. So we can just check if we can change the price to number. We cannot. But whenever, as you can see, I wrote 2.7, whenever I just go to the number, it doesn't work because in the settings, I've got the dot as a separated from decimal points in the numbers. It depends where you could set the country, your Windows language. Here you can have comma or dot. It's up to the settings that you've got. But maybe that table right now does not look good. First, I would say it's look awful. First of all, select. Then we've got something like styles. And here we've got some predefined styles. You can just choose whatever you would like to. So you can just make some accent or something like that. You can just fill the color with that one and fill with the one color. Of course, you can just change the color of the text. Well, it looks awful to be honest, but I will stick to the white right now just so from that perspective that I just can show you what it is. But I preference the black one and like two colors because whenever you select them, you just align and assign that colors to everything. Whenever I just press to that B column with the prices, I can change it to something else. So, for example, how you call that color? Oh, it's like orange, but with it's lighter 80%. You can just check what's that color and which percent is lighter than the darkest one. But it's only the tip for you. You don't have to align with that. We are back and we've got our list look quite good. But that space over there at the B, it's not quite good because it's too wide for me. And how we can align that? Maybe you remember at the very first glance, at the very first episode, I just show you that you can just press over here and it's aligned to the space that is needed. Also, we can do with the A and also with the C. Don't worry, whenever you just click on the empty, nothing will be done. So we can just select everything. And here you've got like the borders. Borders are quite good whenever you would like to create some kind of borders. Some people use them, some not. You can choose and create whatever you would like to. You've got a lot of options. Of course, you can create and just design one without any problems. Of course, you can align the text over there. You can also bold it, make it italic, make it underline. And with that, we knew how to more or less create the table, the list by ourselves. But that's not all that I would like to show you in that episode. We need to calculate. We need to make some basic calculation right now, right here. Because Excel is not only about writing and creating quite fancy and good looking tables just by copying and pasting some other data. It's mostly about calculations and getting on all of them. We will start right now with some kind of a basic calculation. And how to make a basic calculation? It's quite easy because we start each of the commands with equal sign, and then we can just create the 2.8 times 3. And whenever you've got something like that, press enter, and voila, we've got the number of that price over here. The second thing, as you remember, you can practice, equals 11 times 5, press enter, then 24 times 7, but as you can see, I forgot something, and what I forgot? Of course, equal sign. And whenever I forgot something, over here, it's called formula bar. I can just press the mouse whenever I would like to select, and then write down whatever I would like to have. So here, I would like to have the equal sign. Press enter, and it's look and work as it should. Then I will move with the rest of them. Equal sign, of course, 11.9 times 2, and we've got our operations. Maybe you can imagine that's not what and how Excel was built for. That kind of calculation you can do easily on your own. You don't need Excel for that. But you are here to learn Excel, to know something more about that and how you can make it easier and look more pro. And we start with some kind of references right now, which is basic thing in the Excel. How we can stop using the normal numbers. So I mean 2 times 3, and we would like to have some more advanced features like calculating the cells. And to do that, as you can see, I recently just wrote equal sign, and I can go press that D2 cell, and it's selected. Whenever I press times D2, so select there, press enter, and we've got the same result. Of course, if you would like to know something more, you don't want to just only select, you can write D3, so you know you are here, times C3. And we've got 55, as we've got before. It's up to you how you would like to reference. Remember, you reference to that cell and times to that cell. Then we've got that one, C5 and C5, we can write over here. Of course, as the last one, just to check if everything's working, times C6, and we've got the same results over here. But what's the difference? And that's the power of Excel. The main difference over here, whenever the price of oranges would change to, for example, 12, press enter, and that value changed. Whenever we hard code it, because we write down like 11 times 5, it doesn't change. It changes. So quite good that right now, so fast, we know how to make some kind of basic calculation. Of course, you can make it with also pluses. We can make B2 plus C2, and we've got 5.8. We can create also with like B3 and C3, we've got the same, and so on and so forth. We can create some kind of basic calculation. You can just even create the minus sign over there, minus, and it's working. Of course, you can divide, and it's also working. There's endless operations with that basic formulas. But we'll later on stick with functions that even speed it up, that make it simpler for you, where you just realize how to work with them. And with that knowledge, we stop and see you at the next lesson.